So, hello there. Red light therapy or near infrared therapy, NIR, RLT, or photobiomodulation, a very long word. Anyway, I've had an RLT panel for about 6 months, and I bought it on instinct, and it turned out to be a wonderful purchase for about 350 GBP. My red light panel emits just two frequencies. It emits 680 nanometers and 850 nanometers. And what it's really doing is simulating the setting sun or the rising sun. So when the sun is on the horizon, very low on the horizon, we get longer wavelengths of light, basically red light, if you like, and that's what this machine is offering. Now, in Africa, many creatures, many animals will move towards that lovely red warm light in the evening. And indeed, it has many health benefits, many healing benefits. One of the main ones is since NIR penetrates the skin about an inch or two, an inch and a half, and it certainly goes through clothing, whatever you have on, it is excellent for muscles and for little aches and pains that you might have inside your body. And I find it helps with nerves. I have a nerve problem in the foot. The main thing it addresses are the mitochondria, our mitochondria that we have in our body. Mitochondria are little bacterial-sized organelles that run around in our body, providing us with energy. Every cell, except for red blood cells, have mitochondria to power them. In fact, every living creature that crawls and runs about on the planet is powered by mitochondria. They give us 90 to 95% of our energy. And it just so happens they love red light, hence the red light panel. So really the red light panel is stimulating or powering our mitochondria. I will show you the first use I found for the red light panel, but there are many uses, including hair regrowth, dermal skin layer, let's say aesthetics. I've already spoken about muscles, nerves and so forth, and I found a very good use shining it with my eyelids closed into my eyes, because the retina of the eye is absolutely full of mitochondria. In fact, all our organs need many mitochondria, many hundreds and thousands to work. Otherwise, they would not have the energy to work. So, aside from mitochondria, I do think these panels are worth looking into. They are very popular now, and I think one really needs to. There's another thing I did this morning, which is I did do some red light panel on my eye, on my foot, and then I thought, let's go out and get the morning sun, and we had breakfast on the patio. Now, that's excellent, because really we're getting a slightly fuller spectrum when we get the original. When we go to the sun, we get the red light, plus we get other frequencies possibly that go together, and it just works beautifully. and it helped me a lot this morning out in the sun. I just hope it lasts until the afternoon. But anyway, we shall see. Anyway, on to the red light panel and how I used it with my eye from the very beginning. See you later. Okay, so Roland again. This is part 2. I've got the red light panel here. I've had to get a bit lower because it's on a stand, but it's quite low. This is the Nebula 600 watt panel, the middle one, and it cost me something like 350 GBP. That's with the base included. And well, it's made in China, but it does work very well. LED lights, which are tuned in to specifically 2 frequencies, 680 and 850, which is the main frequency that I use, but quite honestly, I put them both on at the same time. Now, as soon as I bought this, I was curious. I have a condition from my stroke. A few months afterwards, I developed blepharitis and then MGD, meibomian gland dysfunction. What that means is I do not secrete the oily layer on my right eye. The oily layer in front of my eye it's not, the glands do not open. So that means that wind will blow away the watery aqueous layer below the oily film, which is there to protect it. Now, this is very annoying because I have to wear glasses against the wind if I go outside. Anyway, this condition, I decided to do a little test as soon as I bought my red light therapy panel. And so what I did, I looked into the red light with my eyelids closed. Of course, do not look into the sun, do not look into vitamin D, ultraviolet B lights, nothing like that. So with my eyelids closed, I switched on the 680, switched on the 850, let them shine into my eyes for, perhaps I did 20 seconds to start with, at a certain safety distance probably. And well, it only took a minute or less and I was in tears, literally tears of joy. And tears were being secreted by my meibomian gland. And much to my delight, I realized, wow, the red light has opened up the meibomian glands. So I rushed to the internet and I looked up MGD and red light therapy, RLT, and surely enough, a study came up in which 90% of the MGD sufferers reported a huge benefit from using the red light panel. Well, this was quite some news. This was very exciting for me, especially because I had just paid over £500 to see 2 ophthalmologists without many conclusions. They said I had near 20/20 vision and yes, a few problems, and MGD was one of them, etc. Anyway, this panel, I use it every morning on my eyes for a minute or 2, and sometimes I use it on nerves, muscles, and maybe if I get an ache or a pain. And what I did this morning is I actually went and had breakfast outside, but as it's early March, it's quite cold. It's a lovely blue sky day, but it's quite cold. So I think I've come in just to do this video and warm up a bit before the sun gets a bit higher, and I'll go and do some grounding and get some sun then. So the red light is, I think, a wonderful tool. It's been great for me. I've benefited hugely. And I think anybody who is interested should look into this.